Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. And as you can see next to my head, reported by Stereogum, Grimes says she tried to instigate a Tesla union vote and defends Elon Musk's GOP donations. Grimes, the archangel herself, if you are aware, this past Met Gala, it kind of came out that her and Elon over here are a romantic item. Seems like things with that are ongoing, I presume, which at the end of the day is fine because the romantic choices of each person there are theirs and theirs alone. It's kind of weird how people obsess over that shit and think that their opinion on that sort of thing really matters. But what makes this story odd to me is just how Grimes is using her platform here. Now, I understand if she's tied in with this person romantically, that there's naturally going to be a desire to want to defend this person, but the line for that gets kind of blurry and difficult when that person is a public figure, you are a public figure, and what you're defending are the bad actions of that person, and the responsibility of those actions is that person's and that person's alone. And what we're talking about here, or at least what Elon has been catching flack for in the media and online recently, not only the whole claiming that one of those dudes that saved those Thai boys out of that cave was a pedophile, which doesn't seem to come up in this article at all, at least in regards to Grimes' statements. Like, she didn't really try to defend him on that front. And I guess Elon sort of walked that back anyway, so I suppose there was really no reason to try to, I guess, defend him on that front. But also, as the title here suggests, she tried to defend Elon's donations to Republican campaigns, which far outweighed that of Democratic campaigns, rationalizing that decision by saying, every aerospace company has to donate to Republicans in order to function. In fact, most major companies across the board do, so on and so forth. Honestly, this explanation just kind of reads as just being too convenient. Like, why is this the case? Why do these companies need to donate to Republicans far more than Democrats? And if they don't, then what happens? Like, are they literally being bribed here? Because if they are, then, I mean, we could easily close the book on some of these people and get them in trouble. But instead, Elon seems happy to kind of participate in our broken, money-greased political system and potentially make the problem worse. She says over here that he donates absurdly more to environmental causes, and I myself can acknowledge that there are quite a few products from his own companies that do sort of push the boundaries of solar power and help to kind of spread the word on that technology and the power and the relevancy of that technology, and that's great and that's fantastic. But the thing is, the types of donations that we're talking about here don't just start and end at environmental causes. You know, we're talking about the potential effects that he is bringing here with right to choose, with internet privacy and net neutrality, with ongoing wars and conflicts overseas, with things like the Muslim ban, the wall, basically everything awful that could potentially be going on under this current Republican administration. Elon is helping to back monetarily, which is not a very good look. So to go on from there, Grimes also sort of said that she tried to instigate a union vote, tried to get the workers of Elon to unionize. And I don't exactly know how she went and did or attempted that. I don't know if there are going to be any workers at the company, maybe not, because I'm sure they don't want to be fired, coming out and kind of debating these claims. But she says, literally tried to instigate a union vote so y'all would lay off, but UAW can't get enough signatures because they abandoned the Fremont plant in the last crash because of this Tesla doing third-party polling to make employees make sure employees are in a good space, since majority don't want peace, don't want union peace. Sorry for kind of messing that up a little bit, but you can see it yourself right next to my head over here. I don't know. I mean, to me, should Grimes really be the person to tell us this information? Because here's the thing, like, it just seems like it's a little too convenient. Like, oh, well, it turns out nobody really wants a union, so whatever. And the thing is that this doesn't really explain what potentially could be going on behind the scenes. Again, in regards to Musk's attempts at preventing unionization from happening in his own company. So it's just kind of unfortunate here. Not again that Grimes would date Elon. Again, that's fine. That's cool. I mean, she could date anybody she wants. But what's kind of unfortunate is that she feels the need to cape for these bad decisions or sort of like be some kind of PR arm for him with these really weak explanations for things that I think her and him might assume, and I'm not talking about there being some kind of conspiracy here or something, but it seems almost as if there is an assumption that people just sort of expect this level of explanation from her as opposed to Elon, who people might expect like, okay, well, you're the head of the company, so we need a bit more in the way of like detail here or something. It's sort of odd because the thing is that a legitimate news source could take her comments as being some kind of real life explanation for what is going on at Tesla. And, maybe Grimes' statements here are totally accurate. But to me, somebody who's, I guess, a professional art pop musician, it's sort of weird to see her inadvertently, because I don't think she's being paid to say this stuff, inadvertently work as the PR wing for Elon and Tesla. It's sort of weird. I even wonder if Elon wanted this information to get out there, or for these statements to be pointing eyes toward these issues once again, because personally, I don't really feel like her explanations here really make these issues disappear or go away. But yeah, I think I sort of get the desire to want to protect your significant other and explain their actions and try to see the best in that person. Clearly, she sees the best in him, or she wouldn't be with him in the first place. But I think she needs to kind of separate herself and look at things a little bit more objectively here, because the thing is, the types of donations that he's making politically, the types of things that he says as far as the pedophile accusation, and this stuff with preventing unionization from taking place, or sort of just shrugging your shoulders when like, it seems like they don't really want a union. I don't know. It's that affects lives in a very negative way. That it just seems like it's convenient for you to totally write that off because it's not affecting you directly. I'm going to leave it at that, I think. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, unions forever.